Anchovies are not mystery salty strips from a pizza menu. They're real small forage fish, meaning they live in huge schools and sit near the bottom of the ocean food chain, eating tiny organisms and getting eaten by bigger fish, seabirds, and marine mammals. Many species exist, but the anchovies most people talk about in food are in the family Angralidae, and the famous Mediterranean one is the European anchovy, Angralis encrosicollis. If you want the simplest definition, anchovies are small, oily fish that often get preserved, salt-cured, so they become an ingredient more like a flavor tool than a piece of fish you eat like salmon. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. When people say they hate anchovies, they usually mean they hate cured anchovies, not fresh anchovies. Fresh anchovies are mild, fishy in a normal way, and can be fried or grilled in many coastal cuisines. But the anchovies in jars and tins are a completely different experience because of how they're made. Most anchovies you see in stores are processed like this. They're cleaned, layered with salt, sometimes in barrels, and cured for weeks or months. During curing, proteins break down and create a huge amount of savory compounds, especially glutamates, which is why anchovies taste intensely umami, and why a couple fillets can flavor an entire pot of sauce. This idea, anchovies being rich in glutamates and developing deep savory flavor during curing, is explained in anchovy curing usage overviews and food writing. That's why anchovies behave like a seasoning. In many recipes, you're not meant to bite into a whole fillet and taste fish. You're meant to melt it into oil with garlic onion so it disappears into the background and leaves behind a deep savory base like a natural flavor enhancer. People also confuse anchovies with sardines. They sit next to each other in the store. Both are small, oily fish, but they're not the same. Anchovies are typically smaller and often sold heavily cured salted, while sardines are usually larger and commonly sold as ready-to-eat fish in oil or sauce. A good food explainer comparison is from Food Network. Families differ. Anchovies are Angralidae, sardines are Clupidae. So if anchovies are real fish, why do they taste so aggressive? 2 reasons. First, salt curing concentrates flavor and changes texture. Second, anchovies already have the chemistry to become super savory when cured, so the end product is intense by design. NPR's piece on giving anchovies another chance gets into why the cured version is so powerful and why it works in cooking. Here's a quick grocery store decoder, so your audience instantly gets it. If you see thin brown fillets in a small tin or jar, that's salt-cured anchovy meant to dissolve into dishes. If you see whole small fish often in Mediterranean markets, those can be fresh or salt-packed anchovies you prep differently. Anchovies aren't a topping. They're a technique, tiny fish turned into pure umami through salt and thyme.